You're done with the shoot, which I hope went really well. Now it's time for us to chat about what needs to be done after the shoot. Welcome back to my channel. To those of you that are here for the very first time, welcome, and to those that are back, welcome back. Today I'm going to be chatting about things that you need to do after the shoot. Hopefully your shoot's gone well. Remember, if you know of anybody that's thinking of getting into photography or is starting out, feel free to share this link with them. In the previous video, I mentioned 5 things you need to do to prepare for a shoot. So if you haven't seen that yet, please go check out that video and then come back to this one. That way, this whole thing will make sense. So today, we're going to be chatting about what you need to do after a shoot. First thing, inform your client. After the shoot is done and everybody's happy, inform the client on when they'll be getting their images. That way, you're in the clear, they're in the clear, and remember, if there are any delays regarding the edit, communicate with them. Communication is key. Secondly, if you're done with the shoot and you get a call from, say for instance, your shoot is on a weekend, on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Friday, and you get a call from family or friends inviting you out somewhere, what I do after a shoot is I go home first, drop off my equipment, and then I go out. I say this because you don't want to be driving around with the client's images. I mean, it's one thing that you're insured, but if you lose the images, you've lost the images. Like, it's over. You can't get them back. And asking to do a reshoot is a bit unprofessional. And if you've just shot an event and you lose the images, like, I don't want to even go into that. So to avoid complicating things or getting yourself into a fix, rather just bring your equipment home, drop it off, and then go do what you need to do. So if after the shoot you don't have any plans, come home, upload the images onto the machine. Usually a camera comes with a cord that you can connect from the camera into the machine.
So you're not just limited to using the cord that comes with the camera. You can actually use a memory card reader that has different slots. So what you do is you connect the camera to your machine, get the pictures on. I use Lightroom to get my images onto my machine. This is just a quick demo. I create a new catalog, which then, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to create this folder onto my desktop, so you see where the images go. Then I open up Lightroom. If you're using or you're shooting in JPEG and you don't have Lightroom, iPhoto is also an option. I don't really use iPhoto, so I don't have much input on that. But basically what happens is with Lightroom, the images then pop up, it reads your memory card. And on the side, you go and decide, you basically choose which folder you want these images to be in. I've gone to that desktop folder that I had created earlier when I created the catalog.
So now that you've saved your images onto your machine, please don't forget to back them up. Get an external drive, or if you're connected to cloud, back everything up. I have made the mistake of saving things onto the machine and being too lazy to back up to a point where the memory on my machine was actually depleted and I could not access files on my machine. So basically what happened is I shot a wedding and then uploaded the wedding images onto the machine, and by the time I actually wanted to edit, my machine would start and boot very slowly, but not like that line, that startup line wouldn't get to the end, which in turn wouldn't allow me access or give me access into the machine, which is really stressful. I remember this went on This started on a Friday, right? And initially I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay calm. This machine will switch on. And the line took forever to get to the other side. I woke up the next morning and it was still booting. So I panicked, and then I went to the Mac store in Sandton, and I asked one of the guys there, I explained what the situation was, and he was like, yep, your memory is full. He advised on buttons that I needed to press, but did say that if this didn't work, I'd have to bring the machine in. Meaning, if they were to like help me, then I would probably lose all my images. And no, this wasn't just images from the wedding. This was all the other images I'd taken. So do not make that mistake. Oh, and luckily when I got home and I tried that button thing you told me about, I also did some research online. It worked. The machine switched on. I can't remember what I did. I'll go into detail about this in another video. But it worked, and I was able to get my images. And it was on that day I decided, no, I'm backing up every time I've done a shoot. So don't make my mistake. Once you're done with the shoot and you get home and you upload stuff onto your machine, even if it's like once a week or something, depending on how often you shoot, please make sure you back your images up onto an external drive or onto the cloud. If you were using a speed light, aka flash, remember to remove the batteries, because you don't want battery acid to damage your flash. I know sometimes we get caught up in things, we get distracted, and then we forget to take the batteries out of the flash. So please, please, please make sure you remove the batteries from the flash to avoid any acid damaging the inside of your flash, because once that happens, then you might as well just buy a new flash. The reason why I'm mentioning this, for people that are unsure of what I'm going on about, batteries tend to leak. So that's why I say just make sure you remove the batteries from the flash so that the battery acid doesn't leak into your flash. And that's all from me with this video. Remember, if you know of any people that are thinking of getting into photography, that are starting out, feel free to share this link with them. If you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye.